I don't know. I don't think this is it. No. Naturally, you point to the one piece with the least value, but with such vigor. Oh, it's the knife. Sorry. Enjoy your youth while you can. Humans don't live forever. Neither do lawyers. You sure like to think you can bluff your way out of things, don't you? Phoenix, pay attention. Let's pretend for a second that Mr. Engard is the murderer. Now, from that angle, if he didn't have a murderous intent from the very beginning, then that means there's a certain object that shouldn't be at the crime scene, right? A certain thing. How are you doing over there? Busy collecting your thoughts? Alright, let's give this one more try. And with even more spirit this time. So it's the knife.
Take that!
This knife. It was used by Mr. Engard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it, like bees on a hive. What does that even mean? And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? It's to hide Matt and Guard. We already found the murder method pretty quickly. It's to frame my client, Mr. Engard, of course. To frame? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there wouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Grr. Witness? Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo? Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Engard with the Nickel Samurai? His character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure. She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then? That's top secret to anyone outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct, witness? Ha ha ha. The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe, Phoenix, maybe the Old Bag was waiting around for that person. If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Juan Corrida, right? What are you talking about, Phoenix? She could have waited until the next century and this never would have happened. Ouch, busted. There's no fooling her. You too. What do you think you're doing flirting in my courtroom? We weren't doing anything like that, honest. Well, back to the drawing board. Okay, so not Mr. Karita. Was she waiting for Madden Garden?
Take that!
Oh my god, what do you mean? What was she waiting for? Hold on. She was waiting... Okay. Adrian Andrews? Why was she waiting for Adrian Andrews? Why would... How am I supposed to know about that? Alright.
Take that!
Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Engard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is... I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. And this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's... Adrian Andrews, without a doubt. The witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then. Witness? What in the world are you... Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. I've got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. But what for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you youngins. I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. That Engard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court. What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant? Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We've looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip. But should this be true? Then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right. Engard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Is that how that goes? Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. I don't think that's a saying. I don't think you burn the old bags. I don't think you do that. That Engard is one evil, evil man.
Hold it!
You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander. But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A. But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland. What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Discriminate? When did I do anything like that? Anyway, Ingard will never get me to say touche. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
Hold it!
A scandal? What do you mean by that? You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much. Well, that Ingard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. Whoops. There we go.
Hold it!
You don't have any proof that Mr. Ingard did any such thing. You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right. You're right. I can't do anything. Boy, do I wish I could do something about you. All right then, Sonny. Show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that Ingard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? Do I actually have any proof on that? I don't know if I have proof. I'm gonna decline for right now. I don't have anything to offer. See, just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You're just giving me a free pass to say whatever I want, silly boy. Me and my big mouth. That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway. Cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action.
Hold it!
So, what do you mean by I took action? Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this.
No, stop! It hurts too much!
Well, it was too bad that the woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody but you and me know yet, okay?
Hold it!
Wait. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'd never find out. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got this secret information, you won't get to go home today. Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me! What do I have to do with this? Just do this for me. You'll get your reward. I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice.
Objection!
The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. And he lectures me on reckless blabbering?
As long as we don't know where this information came from. It's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning.
Where did old Bag get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now. There has to be something we can catch her on. Yeah, and when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it. I think it's that last statement where I have the option to present something. Where did she get the information from? Is it from the gossip article? Let's try that real quick. Oh, I didn't mean to check.
Objection!
Is evidence clear? Uh-oh, no.
How are they related? They aren't. Not at all. Mr. Wright, you're an idiot, and you're about to lose your trial.
Okay, so I do need to go back. I do need to press this.
Hold it!
And I need to present evidence. Okay. So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that! Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Apparently it's the Lotta's camera? Ah, tabloid article about the victim was in the case.
Take that!
The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
Oh, yes. I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she'd written to herself.
She reported such a thing.
On that piece of paper, she'd written down some of her impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? No, I said impressions. Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless. Ah, that's it. That's the note. Ah! That was a good mouth. You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of ones, that's why. That infamous puppy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil in guard. She said so herself. In guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she'd written. Edgy Poo, you believe me, don't you? Ugh. I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Nah, pile on more pressure. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. You're not a clown, you are an entire circus. Witness, you say that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct? Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can. That's all. You're lying, and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Well, we are one shot away from losing, so we're just gonna look up everything. Not that I haven't been doing that much. I need to present Lotta's camera? The same thing I just presented? Alright, fair enough.
Take that!
Missile bag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
The camera!
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $16,000 camera disappeared on me.
Why? Witness!
What is it, Gramps? If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too. Grr. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? That's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you, I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slime Bag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff! Check this camera's photos! Hurry! We must examine them at once! Also, this woman needs to go to jail. She stole an extremely expensive camera. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be irrelevant to this case.
Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Lotta's photo. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is
the defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We've examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, is there something strange? Let me take a slightly better look without text on it. I mean, he's wearing gloves. And he's walking out of... It looks like that would be Juan's room because of the bear down there. I think. Alright, let me see if I was right. Let me look at this real quick. Okay, this is, to be perfectly honest, I don't think I ever would have noticed this. If you look at the official promo poster here, you can see his feet, which shows how this is sized for him. But if you look at this photo, can't see his feet, which is supposed to indicate that someone's shorter here. I'm gonna be honest, never would have caught that. Never in 1,000,000 years. I could try it over and over again, I never would have caught it. Unless, of course, when you say there's something strange with it and then they just give you like 3 options, and I guess I would have figured it out eventually, but, you know, anyway. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming right.
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster! Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
Oh no, you have to pick it out. Yeah, I would have never figured this out. I'm 100% honest.
Take that!
I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And? What does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Engard.
What is the meaning of this?
Objection!
I wonder if you would care to elaborate. With actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. I don't know, because he's in a stance. I bet if he was standing like perfectly upright, it would fall even lower around his feet. Maybe not as low as it looks in the picture, but close enough that I feel like that's hard to tell. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the comma. His socks.
You can see his socks?
Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt Engard, then everything in the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Engard. In that case, who is this a photo of? I mean, that's like, I'm gonna be honest, that's not my job. My job is to, my job is to prove that it's not Matt. Why do I have to prove who it is? Although then again, I guess it would kind of, if I could prove who it was, then that would draw even more suspicion away from Matt. Who's the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah, why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
Do I have measurements on people? It'd be funny if it was Juan. So it's not Matt. It's not Celeste. She's dead. Probably. Probably not Edgeworth. Probably not Franziska. Or Gumshoe. Probably not Mia or Maya. Or Pearl, sorry. So basically, out of all the people I think it could be either Will, Lotta, Juan, Security Lady, or Adrian. And apparently it's Adrian Andrews, according to this guide. I don't have any, heights on them. I don't know.
Take that!
Adrian Andrews!
If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Engard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Engard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Engard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Yep, that knife. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. The verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right. This is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court.
Now then.
Objection!
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass the verdict today.
I can't do that. I'm getting quite hungry and I need to go get my chicken nuggets. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony.
Is she here? I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenating Mr. Adrian Andrews is all. I missed that happening something. What? What? I don't think I can scroll back through text in this, can I? No. Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby, and I thought right-clicking maybe would, but that just proceeded forward. She is the next witness. Everything everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. I need to go warm up my chicken nuggets in the microwave. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. We're not paying the jury anymore. Might as well get all the money's worth we can out of them.
All right. So there's going to be more trial next time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Ace Attorney Justice for All. Bye.